Game of the day. BestMike versus zuk000. Grimm versus Grimm.
Welcome back to the channel, folks. Sammy Original Guy here, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another lively game today. Today, folks, we have ourselves a game on a map called Shadow Straits. This is a base light matchup with airport and comm tower support with a little bit of port action on the side here, folks. This one was submitted to me by one of these two players today, folks. We have ourselves a Grimm, BestMike, and zuk000 as our players today. So I think this is going to be a pretty neat one, folks. We don't really see too many Grimm too often over here in the live league. So as soon as I saw this one, I was like, yep, we're going to do that, folks. We're going to do that. And you know why? Because I don't really care if it's going to be a super good game or not, folks. It's going to be explosive. It's going to be absolutely massively explosive because, as we know, Grimm are possibly the most volatile, destructive things in Advanced Wars by Web. So this is what we are doing today, folks. So if we take a look at the map, we can see here that we do have that base light dynamic on this map. And to boot, it's going to be a little bit of a wait in order to get our hands on the airport, folks. This is going to be at minimum 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Minimum 4 days in order to acquire an airport, folks. That is going to be quite a long wait. Quite a long wait. Now, going for the airport right away, I don't really necessarily think that's maybe the best move, you know. Probably isn't the best move. But it is actually a good move, you know, because you need to have unit count when it comes to base light matchups, and unit count is super important. But if you capture the property and then can't really build air units right away, well, that's sort of an issue, folks. You do need to have money in order to build air units. Minimum of 5,000 to build a transport copter, maximum of 9,000 to build the battle copter, and then 22,000 to build the real fun stuff. Now, base light, it's pretty standard stuff, folks. This base obviously is going to be going over here, or could potentially go over here. It's going to be responsible for grabbing the comm tower over here. It's going to be responsible for grabbing the port. I don't really see the units going really too far past that point. I would say that these properties here will most likely fall to this side over here. More likely than not, vice versa on this side, these properties will probably fall over here. Ports could potentially be a little bit contested, but I can see the center definitely being semi-contested over here. These properties over here are probably a little bit contested as well. But base light and Grimm, folks, this is something. This is going to be something, folks. Air units are obviously going to be able to attack this side pretty good, so I would consider this probably your strong side. This would be your weak side. This would be your strong side. This would be your weak side over here. But either way, probably the best strategy that you're going to have in order for this map is to get both of your bases to a point where they can meet up, and you can do the old-fashioned death ball. Death ball. That's how you win this game, folks. Got to get the old death ball going. Now, the other thing about this map is there is a whole whackload of shoals, so that is going to be perfect movement for units like recons. And recons, just recons, folks. You're gonna have perfect movement on recons. So anyways, yeah, that's what we got going on here, folks. We're gonna have a pretty interesting little game here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what went down in the live league today. Woof, 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 woof. On the first few days, folks, y'all know the deal. It is the standard infantry build. Because you got to get the infantry on the field, it is the #1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. #2 priority in Advanced Wars by Web, folks. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for all that hot live league action, folks. BestMike, zuk000. Also important to note, folks, that both of these players in the normal global league are rated fairly close to 1300, so we don't have ourselves a noob game or anything here, folks. We got experienced players picking Grimm, and I think that's wonderful. That's honestly, it's one of the best things you could possibly ask for, folks. Experienced players playing Grimm. You know that they're not going to be, you know, just throwing away units, hopefully. We're going to have ourselves a really good one. Now, the Grimm mirror is very interesting, folks, because it is entirely based on positioning. Entirely based on position. You let your guard down in one little area, you're going to have a bad time. And I think Grimm mirrors tend to be a little bit better when you have more units on the field. Base light, it really can depend on entirely on one battle. In all reality, you get one really good engagement and it could snowball from there, folks. But we see zuk000 or zuk000 already sending his tank close to the center of the map, folks. Busting out the artillery. The artillery. Now, I do like artillery on Grimm. They do tend to be fairly strong if you got the units to back it up. Now, an artillery on its own, that is going to be a little bit of a questionable purchase, but we shall see how it goes, folks. BestMike going the complete opposite direction here, busting out the tank. Now, unfortunately, zuk000 didn't really have too much of a choice, I believe, because he had no funds left over, so buying the artillery is really the only vehicle that he could get at that point. So, I mean, you can't really fault him for that. That's an interesting position over here from zuk000. Now, I'm not really a huge fan of allowing Grimm to get first strikes on my units, even if they're on a property like this, because if we see here, folks, that's still 64 to 72% damage, which is very significant indeed, folks. And there's no coverage for this tank, so if I was BestMike, I would be thinking about maybe attacking that guy. You know, I would consider it. I'd highly consider it. I would put it in my top 3 choices of consideration for sure for this map. So let's see if he goes in and takes the engagement, because I'm kind of hoping that he does. Because, oh my god, why would you not? Why would you absolutely not? He's not going to take it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He's not a brawler, folks. He's not a brawler. BestMike, you know, he's a strategist. He's a strategist. He's not going to go taking no engagements that may end up being bad for him. But I don't know. You know what? I don't think it would really be all that bad, because you would take this tank out of commission, basically. And there's no coverage. So you take the tank shot. He's not going to counterattack you. You just run away, get some heals, go back later. But I don't know, folks. Either way, there's going to be a comm tower acquired here very soon. 2 comm towers acquired here very soon. Both players going to be acquiring comm towers. And it's going to be good. It's going to be absolutely rad, as the kids say. Or as my kids would say. Kids back in my day would say. I don't know if kids say rad anymore. They probably don't. Probably say things like gooner. Whatever else kids are saying these days. But the battlecopters, folks, the battlecopters are flowing out like little pesky mosquitoes doing what mosquitoes do best, and that is being annoying. Now, Grimm battlecopters are absolutely top tier, excellent stuff, folks. If they have movement bonus, they would be absolutely god tier, but they don't. They just have increased firepower. And they are very difficult to destroy, because you would need a battlecopter and or anti-air just to be able to contend with them. Now, they do about 91 to 100% damage against, you know, things in forests. They can one-hit something on a plane if it's Grimm, which is pretty wild. They have the potential of one-shotting a tank. On 0-star terrain, so it's Grimm. It's Grimm, folks. Oh man, this is gonna get very explosive, folks. As soon as somebody messes up and makes one mistake is all it's gonna take for this one, folks, and it is day 9. BestMike moves the infantry up, gets the old double cap going, triple cap. That's what I'm talking about. Get that income. income, folks. It's super important. Ooh, got a battlecopter engagement, folks. Alrighty, alright. Take the infantry all the way down to 1. Oh my god! Savage. Absolutely savage. Big flipping damage over here from the Grimm. And then we got day 9. Zuk. 000. 000. 000. It's like James Bond, but not quite. Alright. Zuk. What are we gonna do? Whenever I think of Zuk, I think of the RuneScape boss. Zuk. Or Zook. Never beaten Zook. I'm a noob at RuneScape. Alright. Boom! Got a big old engage. Oh, he's gonna double tap it. Alright. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to these Grimmirs, folks. This leaves a battlecopter exposed. And you don't want to leave your battlecopters in range of other battlecopters. Even if you got blockers. I think this is a little bit tactical error. If this guy was over here, you wouldn't even have to worry about it. You can't bust through here. But that one little speck of area right there. And for a normal CEO, that would be safe because you wouldn't be able to bust it open with normal 110% firepower, folks. But Grimm, he's got 140% firepower right now with that comm tower, which is increased even further because of the negative defense. And then we got an engagement, folks. I'm going to just let you guys take a gander, take a guess to how much damage this is going to do, folks. I'm going to assume that it's probably going to do 121% damage to this battlecopter. That's my guess, folks. So we're going to see. If you want to put a guess in the comments, I won't stop you. Dang it. Dang. 120% damage is maximum roll. But if we use a power, oh my god. No, we're not going to use a power. So I was pretty close, you know. 109 to 120. It is a guaranteed KO. Bye. See you later. Yeah, that guy's not going to be, you know, writing home anytime soon, folks. And then BestMike moves towards the middle. Center control, folks. Very important in Advance Wars. If you control the center, you control the flow of battle. Zuk 000 eliminates an infantry, eliminates another infantry. Maybe. There we go. He does it. He eliminates the competition. Moves the anti-air into the center. Definitely got to be defending that center right now, folks. Get another battlecopter on the field. But BestMike, he's already got 3 battlecopters on the field, folks. He's got that air supremacy. How will Zuk 000 be able to contend with the absolute might of 3 mosquitoes in the air? I have no idea, folks. But it could have something to do with these anti-airs that are rushing towards the center here. Oh, but many more free dudes. Many more free dudes available. And capping a property and attacking the tank on the HQ. Boom, get another engagement. Takes out the infantry. Sacrifices infantry. Moves infantry in to take out a 6 HP infantry. Absolutely mad plays. Madness plays. Oh my god. Crazy attack, folks. That takes Zuk 14 units left. That's it. My god. Alright. Zuk gonna counter. Is moving in. Pops the power. Okay, Knuckle Duster. Knuckle Duster. Folks, this is gonna be one-shot city if he can get the attacks. Alright, maybe 2-shot city, but oh my god. Like a 6 HP tank moves in to attack a full HP tank. Does 60% damage. Grimm, man. It's a wild child. Moves the rest of his units into the center of the map. Definitely going to be relying on having that little bit of extra defense from the power boost here, but that is a lot of units. 1, 2, 3, 4. That could be potentially 4 attacks on vehicle units this turn. And maybe there might be a way. Oh, he's gonna snag a property. Might be a way. If he can find a way to destroy the anti-air. Oh my god, these battlecopters. They're gonna have a good time. Oh, capping 2 more properties. Capping 3 properties. Gets one of them. Eliminates the tank. Moves the anti-air into a position where now it can lock down the airport. zuk000 not going to be having any more air units flying in to defend his units here. Tank taking an engagement here. Battlecopters moving to a safe location. And another battlecopter has joined the fray, folks. That is 5 flipping battlecopters on the field. Oh my god. He's almost got as many battlecopters as he has tanks right now. Boom. 2 more tanks off the field. So now he's got more battlecopters than tanks. Thanks to zuk000 eliminating those guys for him. What a nice fella. Making sure that his unit composition stays copter heavy. Now, BestMike's got the super co-power. Is he going to pop it or is he going to save it? I don't know, because it is day 13. He's popping the super. The super, folks. Now, I like the damage calculator when it involves Grimm super co-powers, folks. So we're just going to take a little gander here because do we have any engagements? All right, this guy can't take any shots. So get out of here. All right, so that's unfortunate. You know, that is unfortunate. But we do have a battlecopter here that can take an engagement against another battlecopter right now. You're doing 166% damage as a maximum, folks. But I just want to highlight something, and that is the anti-air hit. You're doing 60 to 70% damage against a flipping anti-air, folks. An anti-air. 60% damage with a battlecopter. Like, you could do something crazy, like just take the tank, attack the anti-air for 31 to 33% damage right now. Take that man down to like 7. Follow up with the battlecopter. You got the KO. This guy goes over here. You got the KO. What will stop these battlecopters, folks? Like, absolutely nothing. Like, look at this battlecopter right here. This guy right here, he could do something. He could just move up. He could like attack this guy for 99% damage. Grimm. Let's see what he actually does, though. Oh my god, 22,000 income. That's like the lowest roll you could possibly get. Oh my god. So unlucky, but you know, is what it is. Ouch. Hey, can this guy attack this? Oh, he can. Okay. Oh, we do have an engagement. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the anti-air does, folks. The anti-air attacking another anti. You guys see that? See that? See this right here? Guys, I think Grimm might be tier 0. He might be tier 0. I don't know. Grimm and a Grimm mirror is a tier 0 CO. Without a doubt. Oh, doesn't even attack the battlecopter. Attacks the tank. Very interesting. All right. 10 to 20. Takes out the battlecopter. Takes out another battlecopter. Yeah, easy KOs for sure. The Grimm mirror, folks, things can flip on a dime because all you have to do is you have to eliminate units, and Grimm is a master of eliminating units. That's all he's got to do, folks. Busts out the tank battlecopter combination. Has the base skip in order to do that, folks, because he's only got 15,000 income per turn versus BestMike's 22,000. And oh my god, BestMike. He's planning on stealing another property, folks. This man, he can't be stopped. He can't be stopped. He's stealing another property. He's eliminating more units. He's capping the HQ. Oh my god. Somebody stop this man. He's on a roll here. That's too much pressure. Too much pressure. He ends the turn. There's nothing that can be done about that, folks. He could go in and he could stop it, but there's too much pressure here. BestMike, he's got too much map control. This Grimm mirror. Grimm. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what it is, folks? You know what it is about Grimm? It's all this move. This move right here on day 10. Let's go back here. Right? If this battlecopter just stayed out of range of this battlecopter, that wouldn't have happened and you wouldn't have lost that battlecopter. You have to play very defensively. It's all about positioning when it comes to these Grimm mirrors, folks. But you know what? It's live league. It's live. Anything can happen. And both of these players are actually very good players. Fantastic players. zuk000 and BestMike, great players. So, it can happen to anybody. But what a match. What a match. Grimm mirror. Tier 0. Confirmed. Hopefully you all enjoyed that one. If you did, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel, folks. I will see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.